What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, 3DaysNate, here with the Try Hard Squad, the Jukebox Hero, Impulse Rex, my boy Abisai, and my boy WBD Timid, my boy Eric. We all have been
You
here
know.
talking about the Super Bowl podcast. Everybody say what's up.
Yo, what's good?
Not at once, not at once. We're here to talk Super Bowl. Could range anywhere from commercials, from the game, to the halftime show, to my boy SpongeBob.
That's the name of your podcast, 3 Days, Nate and the Tryhards.
So we are just gonna define, we're all just gonna deny the fact that Tom Brady made out like with a whole nother guy. We're just not even. I see some
face.
bro. I see some tongue action. Man. That's all I'm saying.
Somebody had to say it.
All right, so we're going.
The beginning of this video will be referring to Tom Brady as a homosexual. Nah, just
chill.
He's like, "Are you assuming?"
Your discretion.
All right, we're already banned on YouTube. There's no going back.
Demonetized.
Question on everybody's mind is Tom Brady now the official GOAT? Not only football, is he the GOAT of sports?
Here's my thing, man.
Bro.
You see, you got to give man props when it comes down to it. With me, I'm not a Patriots fan, bro. I could never be.
Far from it.
Exactly. But to have 6 rings, bro, and still playing, like, man.
So, what's more impressive? Like, because obviously, as far as legacy-wise, you would compare him to Michael Jordan. So what's more impressive? 6 championships in a row, essentially, with Jordan. I mean, he had the 2 years, but, he was in baseball, all that nonsense. Basically, it was 6 championships in a row, or, like, he's won 3 championships in 2 different decades. Like, which one is more impressive?
Honestly, the football, bro. Honestly, the Patriots.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to them.
I mean, here's the thing, bro. I'm going to say this. You see, Michael Jordan didn't have – in basketball, like in different sports, man, coaching's not the same. And I mean, when it comes down to football, like basketball coaching, dude, a player can take over a team. And, like, that's the thing. In football, a player can also take over, bro. But if you have a coach like Bill Belichick, dude, it don't matter. It does matter who y'all's quarterback is. But he led Tom Brady there a lot of the way. And that's...
Yeah, most definitely. And honestly, like, Brady wouldn't have, like, 3 of his rings if it wasn't for other players.
Mm-hmm.
He won 2 on a game-winning field goal, and then he won 1 on a game-winning interception.
He's always had a good cast with him.
All right, enough about Brady. Let's talk about the Rams, bro. What the heck happened?
They just didn't bring their game, bro. Honestly, they weren't ready for it.
I wouldn't even say that, man. You just gotta. You always hear the saying like, yeah, offense will win you games, and defense will win you championships. And again, like, this game was nothing but defense, man. It was no offense involved. It was kind of sad.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was just a regular game, who cares? But I mean, a Super Bowl is like, again, the 2 greatest teams play each other. Not the greatest, but the 2 best at the time play each other. And just to see a total of 16 points go up is just kind of sad to me, my man.
Honestly, like, I thought, like, the Rams have the best chance if their defense can control the game.
Yeah, man. I mean,
they just got to put pressure on Brady.
Oh, the game. I mean, I think I've called it sense, man. I just said that the only chance, like, the Patriots weren't going to win the Super Bowl is if Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs could beat them. That was their only chance. They've had no other chance. The Rams could not stop them. I've known this since I've called it since before they even played.
Yeah, because, I mean, when they played us being the Dallas Cowboys, I mean, they absolutely shut down Zeke, bro. Like, it was ridiculous. Aaron Donald is a whole different animal. Him and Ndamukong Suh, like, Zeke couldn't do anything, bro. Like, every time he touched the ball, they were just able to swallow him up. So that's kind of how it was at the beginning, man. The defense was playing phenomenal. Same thing with the Patriots. I mean, they're not necessarily known as having an elite defense, but, the culture and the traditions that the Patriots have is bring your A game during the playoffs, that they're a whole different animal, they're a whole different machine. And this season was like the perfect example of it. They're over here acting like it's an NBA season, like coasting the whole regular season and then actually turning it on during the playoffs.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be like a blowout game between them. I honestly thought that. I thought that New England was just gonna just take it all the way, which they kind of did, but they didn't. Like Eric said, they didn't put enough points on the board.
Like you thought the Rams were gonna blow the Patriots out?
No, no, no. The Patriots. I thought literally like they were gonna.
Go in there and wreck them.
Yeah.
I wanted to see a more exciting game personally. I didn't want to see just a 13 point Super Bowl. I mean, I would rather watch that than honestly a blowout. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, like the first Super Bowl I watched was in '06 when the Colts played the Bears, and that Super Bowl is not that good, honestly. But like ever since then, most of the Super Bowls have been relatively competitive, except for the two Broncos ones. They were kind of underwhelming. But this one, I wasn't. I expected a really good game, and that's not what happened at all.
Well, I think we all expected a really good game, man.
Yeah. We've been kind of spoiled with some of these classic Super Bowls here recently.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you have one of the most high-scoring offenses this season, and to turn out they only score 11. That's kind of heartbreaking. Not heartbreaking, but it's kind of depressing, honestly.
yeah, I know. Now I kind of wish it was Rams and Chiefs, bro. We could have seen 63-60. All right, moving on from the game, bro. Which, in y'all's opinion, what was the best commercial all night?
100 years.
Y'all
Bro.
better tell me it was
Bro,
the Cardi
just-
B one.
Oh, I think this.
Fuck
I
that.
think
No,
it was the NFL commercial, bro. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Just that one was funny, bro. That was really funny.
That one was hilarious, bro. The 100-year anniversary of the NFL. Had all the superstars.
Honestly, I expected it to be back. I expected it to be back and forth, but I expected it to be like high scoring between the two. I expected at least like 21-17 by halftime.
At the minimum.
Yeah, at the minimum.
And halftime. That's a lead segue to get us into our next subject, the halftime show.
Oh,
Garbage.
that was
I'm not gonna
horrible.
lie, man. I love my guy Adam Levine. He's my favorite judge on The Voice, but it was a little underwhelming.
Yeah, man. See, that's the voice. He should have stuck to the voice.
Now I got a question.
What's up, man?
Like I got a kind of a little opinion. It might be a little. It may cause some controversy, but why do rappers always gotta yell when they rapping live, bro? Like, why can't they just rap their song like normal? Like, I understand you try to get people hype. Like, it's just him yelling the whole time.
I don't know, bro. It's that man's style, bro.
I mean, it gets pretty lit, but just
Oh my God.
watching, like, it's good for a live show, like, your own personal crowd, like, that's awesome, because, everybody loves your music, but, like, on a show that everyone watches, that everyone's got to enjoy, like, I think you should put on more of a performance for the home audience, I guess.
I get that.
I'm not gonna lie. What's his name? Adam Levine plays some. I mean, he played some okay songs. I mean, he sung like. I don't really know like the name.
Yeah, I
of
mean,
him.
Maroon 5's got, like, a lot of bangers, bro.
He did pretty good. Big Boy didn't do anything. He just rapped like probably like one like, he didn't do anything.
I hope the comments don't crucify me, but I had no idea who he was
Neither same.
until he started singing that one song. What was it? Oh, the I love the way you move. I thought he was like a new rapper, bro.
No, man. I was
At first, I
confused.
thought it was that guy that rapped on that Drake song, "Look Alive," but no, his name's Block Boy.
Yeah, I was about to say, man. Who you thinking?
I know. At first, I thought it was Block Boy, and I was like, how they better have two guys singing Drake songs and Drake's not there?
That whole. I don't know where I seen it at, but it was like of all that crap happening, and like Travis Scott was like the only rapper who wanted to do it, something like that. I don't know what's happening there.
Really?
I forgot. Yeah,
I
no
wonder
one
if they
else.
hit
No
up
one
Drake.
wanted. Dude, no one. Everyone declined but Travis Scott.
That's
And
crazy.
you got
Everyone
because
just
I think
supporting Cap.
low key Jay Z. I think Jay Z was the first option,
Really?
and then I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Jay Z.
Yeah, and then I know Cardi B, Rihanna, I think they both declined it too.
I'm just saying, Cardi B would have made that halftime show.
For real.
Cardi
And
B's
they could have brought
just
Maroon 5 in later.
low key. No, they could have stayed out. They could have stayed.
Good girl like you. Bro, that's like a middle school anthem right there.
It is honestly.
Yeah,
It's kind of
honestly.
vibes though. Can't lie. Kind of dig it.
It's like a song you sing to your crush when you're like in the 7th grade.
No, no, you know what that is?
It's like
It's that.
exactly what it is.
That's what it is. That's kids bop, homie.
Oh God.
Think about it. All right, Nate. What do you think? You think after today? Well, here. Let's talk about before today. Do you think Tom Brady would go down as the GOAT before he got his 6th ring today?
Yeah.
Do you
I
think that
think-
he surpasses Joe Montana?
Oh, at this point, yeah. The only thing that Montana kind of had on him was that, before he got the 5th, obviously, is the same amount of rings. The only thing he really had on him was that he didn't lose one any. But,
Yeah, I mean,
he's
that's kind
got
of the
2
same
more than
thing
him
with
now.
that's like the same thing with Jordan, right? Like Jordan went like he can go 6 for 6,
Anyway,
right?
he's 6-0.
He
Yeah,
is
he's
6
6-0.
he is 6 for 6, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
6 for
that's
6.
the
He's a
only
hero.
thing,
He
man.
never lost.
I mean, I know like you see a lot of like the GOAT conversation, and you see like like they can't be the GOAT, because he's kind of like LeBron, like let's say LeBron
Yeah.
ends up winning 6, like let's say he gets as much rings as he does as Michael Jordan, right? By the end, like his career ends. If you want to go down to like GOAT discussions, then like would you say it doesn't matter how long it took and how many tries, he got the same amount of rings? Like, would you say?
Yeah. If LeBron, I think if LeBron can get at least one more, he has a pretty good case. If he can get 2 more, if he ends up with 5, I think you have to call him the GOAT just because he would have had more finals appearances, like way more finals appearances at that point. And if he can
But you also
somehow
think
lead this
about-
Lakers team
Yeah, I get that.
and
It's just-
if he
it's
can beat
just
the
not-
Warriors.
I don't know, man. The Warriors are gonna be good. Cause like going back to like what I was saying, Michael Jordan, he had a pretty decent team when he was making his run.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, any championship team, you're gonna have good players.
The thing is
So
that
yeah, kind of like the thing with Jordan and LeBron was kind of like the same thing with Montana and Brady, but now Brady, legacy-wise, right, he's untouchable,
oh yeah,
and
man.
maybe you can make a case stats-wise that maybe someone like a Peyton Manning or maybe Drew Brees may have been a little more talented.
I don't know about that. When it comes, see again, like I hate the guy, man. I can't stand. I'm gonna say I can't stand. I hate Tom Brady so much, but it's just because he's so good, bro. It's just because he has so
Yeah.
much skill, and like everyone who hates him is. I mean,
It's exactly why.
that's exactly what people hate him, man.
That's why
people-
I used to hate Kobe Bryant so much because he would always beat the Spurs in the playoffs.
That's the thing, man. Everyone talk massive.
But once he
so-
retired, like, I have so much respect for his game now, though, just because, he was on one team his whole career. He had, like, a killer mentality, and I think that's kind of the legacy Tom Brady's going to have. When he retires, we're kind of spoiled right now because we see it all, but once we retire, we're going to be like, golly, bro. Like, we lived through an era where this dude won 6 rings, 3 championships in 2 different decades. Like, that'll probably never be done in any sport ever.
No, I don't think it's possible, bro.
I can't imagine anyone. Maybe Bill Russell did that, but I mean, those rings are kind of inflated.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like modern, sports competition. I can't imagine a guy lasting that long and being that dominant in two different eras.
One thing I hate, I think I hate most is this kind of doesn't really have so much to do with like the Super Bowl or nothing, but it's kind of just like people think just 1 year, like 1 year they're gonna be great. Like Patrick Mahomes, right? I swear I've not heard people shut up about him. Like, don't get me wrong, like dude, this season was crazy. Like he had a crazy season. But like everyone's like, oh, just give him a couple more years, and give him a year or two, and who knows, he could be the GOAT and stuff like that. And
Jeez,
dude, I'm just like that. You're really holding up 1 year to like
he can be.
to
I think he'll be
decide
a really
that.
good player.
Oh yeah,
But
he's a really good
the
player, man.
goat,
It's just the GOAT is
that's a
like
long way to go.
that's what I'm saying. And I was like, you're really gonna base this one season that he had?
Yeah, it might just be. I mean, a fluke. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, 50 touchdowns. You got to be pretty talented.
That's
for
what
that,
I'm
but,
saying, dude.
You know, I've seen a lot of good quarterbacks come and they think they're going to be, the next big thing, and they end up having a sophomore slump or whatever. They don't ever come
Yup,
back the same.
that happens, dog.
So the season's over, man.
Time to cry.
It's officially then.
No more football for.
Do you think the Patriots will repeat, or who do you
No
think has
way.
a better
Yeah.
chance next season? This is an
No.
open question for
No,
anybody.
this season, dude. Next season, I don't think he's. I don't think. I think there's no way. I'm not gonna say there's no way because I was talking hella crap about the Patriots not making Super Bowl this season. But look, after tonight, I don't know. With me, dude,
Yeah.
what I called, I was like, for the Rams to win it tonight, they were gonna have to either play the best game of their whole season, and I said for the Patriots to win, they're gonna have to play. They're gonna have to again, they're gonna have to play their best defense. They're gonna have to give it everything they have because again, the Rams are a heck of a freaking offense, bro. Their offense is crazy.
I don't know. This is my
Yeah, for
opinion.
real, man.
I think they're gonna do it again. To be honest, as long as
Really?
they have
Like,
Brady.
Win it
Yeah.
or just
No, they're gonna go again. Watch. It's
But
gonna
what-
be
how?
it's
honestly,
How
that's
is
a
it-
pretty
how are
good.
they
That's a
gonna
pretty
do it?
decent bet.
because like if you think about it, like it's like Golden State in like the NBA playoffs.
But
They
it's
make
not
it
like Golden
almost.
State.
But like
Because here's
they
here's
still.
why it's not like Golden State. Because look, Golden State has all stars. All stars is not the same as NBA, as NFL, bro. You pit Julio Jones, you pit AB, you pit Julian, you pit all these all stars on a team on an offense, dude. That let me tell you what, that's crazy. But one player, here's what I'm saying. I don't think they're gonna do it because, dude, the Saints should have went to the Super Bowl, and I really feel like the Saints would have. I'm not gonna say easily, but if Dan can't even talk right now. If the Patriots would have played that same offense as they did today against the Rams, I really don't think that they could have beat the Saints. The Saints have one heck of an offense, and again, they got cheated with that bad
True that,
call.
man.
I really don't
That
feel
would have been
like
interesting.
they have a chance. Don't give.
I did low key want to see a Breeze versus Brady Super Bowl. We
I
might
think-
get it.
I think we all did. Don't give me. I don't think it's just you, man.
Yeah, bro. We might get it next year. Who knows? One last
Oh, yeah.
chance.
With all the
yeah,
with
bro.
all the talent coming up this next season, dude. I'm just saying, I don't know, man. It's gonna be one heck of a season. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, bro. It's
I
gonna
d-
be cool if it's Breeze versus Brady.
I
in the
just
Super Bowl
again,
next
like, I
year,
just
bro.
don't
It'd be
think
kind of like
that the Patriots.
it'd be
can
like in
beat.
wrestling, bro, when they do like career versus career. The loser retires or something like that. That'd be sweet. But yeah, man. There's a lot of young, up and coming talent, especially, and of course, we got to think. I mean,
Nick Foles.
what are the decisions of freaking Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown? I
That's
mean,
what I'm saying.
Le'Veon Bell goes to a good team. I don't know, the team that might be missing like just one player away from a championship. It could totally swing, the odds of the Super Bowl. Same with Antonio Brown. You put Antonio Brown on like the 49ers. You telling me
That's
they're
what
not
I'm
a playoff
saying.
team?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I feel like the 49ers need to use this draft for a quarterback, man.
Well, they already
Oh yeah.
freaking bought into Jimmy G, so they kind of have to hang on to him for a minute.
Fuck.
Dang. As soon as I got that. Yeah,
I,
man.
Isaac, what are your thoughts on next season?
Nah, I feel like it's gonna be more competitive. Like with the Bears, bro. If they actually pick up fucking who was it?
Yeah, man, the
Uh,
Bears.
was
I'm
Kareem
just.
Hunt that the fucking Chiefs let go? Or was
That
it?
Mm-hmm.
guy, yeah, Kareem Hunt too, bro. Kareem
Yeah,
Hunt
bro,
could totally swing.
bro. Because I know the Bears. They were looking at him. Oh fuck, the Bears are totally looking at him right now.
I've read so many things about how like he might get picked up sooner because they know he's good. You
Oh,
know?
of course, he led the league in rushing. He's a
That's what
rookie
I'm
year.
saying. Like honestly, with me, I'm not gonna say like. No, I don't even want to say that. That's gonna sound messed up. I mean, stuff happens, and like apparently, I don't know what it is. Well, when you get in trouble, bro, and then in sports, it's not good.
Or in my
Yeah,
opinion, I honestly think they can do it. They're more than capable to do it again.
But you got to think of the
New
teams
England.
that they're gonna have to beat to get to this. Like again, It's not easy to do, man.
Yeah, the thing is with Pittsburgh is they might if they lose Bell and Brown, it's gonna
Which
be
they're gonna
obviously
do.
tough for them. Which is most likely gonna happen. They're gonna lose Bell for sure. But I saw today they might actually still franchise tag him, which would be like a complete fu to Le'Veon Bell.
Oh
But
yeah, he'll be pissed. He
but
doesn't want to be with that team
uh,
anymore, bro.
you still gotta consider the Jaguars, bro. If they can just get a decent quarterback, they were still a real dominant team. I mean, they got the
Instead
good
of Blake
defense and all that.
Bortles.
They just need maybe an elite play caller, just kind of like how Houston. They didn't have a good quarterback all that time, and now they finally have Deshaun Watson. I think they have potential to be great.
Oh yeah, they have they have a lot of potential, man. I'll tell you that much. I just, oof. I'm just saying, there's a lot to come this next season, man. There's a whole
And
lot
then
to come.
Dallas, I think if we keep our core together, they just need some good. I think they need a few more veterans on there, maybe just kind of have a
Y'all's
winning
defense
mentality in
is
the locker
crazy,
room.
man. I'll give
Yeah, we
them
got to
that.
keep
You
the
guys
whole
have
core
some.
together. We got to keep Zeke, Dak, the defense, Van Der Esch. We just need a few guys to take leadership, a few guys that have maybe won rings.
Of course, dude. That's a must.
Just kind of when you lose some tough games to kind of take the leadership, like, hey, all right, this is not the end of the road. You just got to pick up for the next game, stuff like that. And they need better offensive coaching, but
Jason Jason Garrett just
and
needs
then
to get fired. Is
with
that what you're
your
saying?
team, Eric, the Packers. Yeah, I get rid of Jason Garrett. Anyways, like your team, Eric, the Packers. I mean, you gotta believe that Aaron Rodgers isn't gonna sit around and lose for the next 2-3 seasons, bro. They gotta get some free agents too, or they're just gonna waste his prime.
I mean,
His prime's
I mean,
already kind
I've
of
been keeping up
going
with
passing
everything,
on.
and I've been looking at what like they've been saying and everything. I mean, we got an offensive line coach from Tennessee, right? So that's kind of that's a little different. You wouldn't expect for that to happen. That doesn't really. It kind of throws you off a little bit thinking that. And we also picked up one of the Steelers, like, was it O line or D lines, as our offense or defense. One of them. We picked him up as one of ours too.
Mm.
But I mean, again, like they asked, like, how do you plan on making things different than like Mike McCarthy? And to be honest with you, I feel like Mike McCarthy just relied on Aaron Rodgers too much. He had trust in
No, I
him,
feel
but
you.
he didn't have that coaching ability. That I'm like, he did have the ability. He just didn't put that effort in it. Honestly, if he wanted to win championships, if he was tired of losing, he would have done something about it. If you lose, no offense to any Cardinals fans, bro, but this season, if you lose to the Cardinals this season, dude, it's kind of embarrassing, man. And getting blown out by the Lions. I mean, Aaron Rodgers did get hurt that game, but that was kind of after he. But losing by 16 against the Cardinals, man, that's just. And when you have one of the greats as a quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, he might not have the most rings, he might not have the most, just he might not be like the greatest ever, and he probably won't be. And he won't be. But it just having him as your quarterback, knowing like, okay, I have one last drive, like that is a quarterback I would pick any day to lead my last drive. I mean, no offense, not Danielle. I mean, we all know what happened a couple of years ago in the championship, man.
What are you talking about,
NFC
bro?
championship,
I don't
Aaron
remember.
Rodgers. You know, I
I
mean,
forgot about that already.
here's the thing, dude. I mean, again, I'm not even trying to talk. There was
No,
less than
I
a
watched it.
minute on that clock, and he did
I
what
was
he
there.
did.
Vietnam War just starts playing in my head.
Is good. The Packers are moving on. Aaron Rodgers has done it
And
again.
it's just like everyone, again, people just love to hate people that they don't have.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, yeah, I don't hate Tom Brady, but would I pick him over my team? Would I put him on my team over Aaron Rodgers? I don't know about that. I mean, because this is all I'm saying as a Packers fan, bro. If you put Aaron Rodgers with Bill Belichick, I'm just saying, man. That's all I'm gonna say. You can do the rest in your head. Tom Brady's good,
True
but
that.
Bill Belichick made Tom Brady in a way, and that's one thing people don't understand. Like they don't give Bill Belichick the credit that he deserves in a way.
True that, man. A lot of people don't realize how much coaching
Makes a difference. Thank you.
Yeah.
Finally,
like
dog.
a big difference.
It's always honestly.
I mean,
It's always the people who get their knowledge from YouTube that say things like that. I mean,
yeah, it's
always-
people that don't watch the games.
Yeah, it's the guys who just watch highlights on YouTube and
Yeah, they
he's
just see the
he's
stats.
better because he threw for 20 more yards or 100 more yards than him, and
Yeah.
no one
if,
sees.
if you actually watch the games, you can tell the difference.
Bro, you never realize how much football is like a family, bro. Like everyone has to pull their little, like they have to pull their own weight, bro. And if you don't, that's it. I mean, that can be a game-winning drive. It could be a game-winning fumble, anything. I mean, it's wild. That's one thing. It's just wild.
Oh yeah, man. It's a whole different basketball and football are two whole totally different sports. One player can swing a franchise sideways in basketball.
LeBron.
And it's
Yep.
kind of the same in football. Yeah, exactly. LeBron will literally make a team go finals to a team just by switching.
I mean, the Cavs had one of
But
the worst
the
seasons.
same's kind of in football at times. Like certain teams that are good can become great with just one player, but like if Tom Brady were to go to the Arizona Cardinals tomorrow, they're not going to the Super Bowl just because of him, you know. Not as it doesn't matter how good you are, you have to have a complete team on offense and defense and special teams and coaching and decision making and leadership, and then you got to go off certain calls go your way. And, it's a little easier in the NBA because, you have 82 games. If you slip up here and there, it's all right, no big deal. NFL, you lose a game, man, like, it's vital. So, that's why it's a whole different world in the NFL, and it's unlike anything else, honestly.
I understand how like what do you call it? How you're saying that the NBA, one person can swing. And I think it's true, man. Like
Oh, yeah.
because like I'm not gonna say that I know a lot about football because I don't watch football. I watch basketball is my sport. But man,
Mhm.
yeah, I can see how that can happen. Oh, that was beautiful.
Oh yeah, and like going back to the coaching thing, I mean, obviously you look at the two best coaches in the NBA and in the NFL. I mean, just by just kind of consensus, you would say Greg Popovich in the NBA for the
Okay.
Spurs,
I I'll,
and
I'll give it that.
I mean, you could argue maybe I'm talking about
No,
current. I mean,
I'll
obviously,
I'll
it'll
allow
probably
that
be
one.
Popovich.
That's a good demonstration. I like that one. That's okay.
Yeah, and then you look Popovich in the NBA, and then you look at Belichick in the NFL. The two obviously longest tenured coaches, two arguably probably the best coaches in the league at the moment, and they've had the most success and longevity over almost for the Patriots almost 20 years, the Spurs over 20 years of success. It's all about coaching, man. And another example I saw is with the Bucks, the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo, they're like saying he's gonna be the next LeBron James. Last season, they could barely get a 7 seed because they had horrible coaching. This year, they got Mike Budenholzer, which is a former Coach of the Year, and they're number 1 seed in the NBA East. The Eastern Conference. Giannis is base. I mean, of course he gets better year by year, but it's only a year difference, and really all you did was make that coaching change, and there's a difference between a 7 seed and a number 1 seed. So,
All right, Nate.
coaching
I need you to
makes
be
a big
honest with me for a
difference.
second, man. I need you to be honest. Do you think Giannis is, however you want to say his name, Giannis, whatever? Would you say that I'm not gonna say he's only good because of it, or do you think that he's like? Would you say he has most of that skill just because of how like his reach? Like
his body. Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Like
It definitely helps a lot. He came in as a really raw player. He needed a lot of work, but he's definitely worked on his game, and I think he has a killer drive to want to be great. Like you can tell by his work ethic and like his workouts. That dude he put on a lot of muscle this year.
oh yeah,
So
man.
that's the kind of thing that makes the difference between good players and great players is the off season.
He put on a
and-
lot of muscle this season.
I mean, I don't know if it was last year or the season before, but he literally led his team in all 5 categories: points, rebounds, steals, blocks, assists, everything, bro. I mean, that is an all-around player. I think he just needs to smoothen out his his basketball IQ, and his intangibles, and he'll be great. He'll be great, definitely. Kind of like the same with LeBron. I mean, when he was young, he relied a lot on his natural, God-given skill, and then he just kind of developed his playmaking abilities, his three-point shot, and then he became the LeBron James that everybody knows today. And I think an example in the NFL would be kind of like a Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, he's got a great frame of work. He's a good character kid. I think he's decently smart when it comes to decision making.
Decent.
Wow.
He won't he's not just gunslinging kind of like how Romo used to do.
I get that.
So I think he needs some good coaching, some guidance, and he can become a great quarterback like a Russell Wilson or like.
Man, and you guys got that Amari Cooper trade, and dude, golly, I really thought that was gonna be one of y'all's like stupidest decisions, man. He came out and he kind of led y'all's team, man.
It made a big difference, man. I mean, when you got that guy who can go deep, it opens up your entire team. Dallas didn't have a deep threat like all year before them.
I mean,
At least last
one of y'all's
season.
best players was Cole Beasley, and yeah, he's a good player, man. He has good hands. I'll give him that.
Yeah, of course, but he's not gonna go. You need 40 yards. He's not gonna run deep on it on a vertical route and go up and grab it.
Yeah.
As much as I love Cole Beasley, we just didn't have that guy. Terrence Williams was hurt most of the season.
You didn't
Our
have the
probably our best receivers was Cole Beasley and
Gallup.
freaking Tavon Austin. We had Allen Hurns too, but he was kind of inconsistent.
Oh yeah. Man, I'm just sniping fools.
Yeah, in the NFL, you kind of, I guess not really the Patriots though. They make it work somehow, but in most cases, you need a guy who can go vertical, who can go deep, and just kind of open up your team. You know, kind of like a Michael Thomas, Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, Amari Cooper. You know, just kind of give your quarterback options. Because eventually the league caught up to what we were doing, and that was run the ball 50 times a game, and then Dak
was
just
one of the
controlled the
best.
game clock by dinking Dak all game, you know, as Shannon Sharp would say.
I mean, dude, Dallas has a good future if they keep making the right decisions. They just play smart, man.
They got to keep the core together.
I mean, here's the thing: in the long run, Zeke is worth it, of course. With Dak, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about Dak, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he has flashes of greatness. I just think he needs to mature from a football standpoint. You know, he's a good kid. He's got good character. Football standpoint, he needs a proper quarterback coach. You know, good offensive coordinator, someone who can guide him, and I think he can be maybe not a super elite quarterback like 5,000 yards, but you know, good enough to where we could win ourselves a Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, for sure.
With the team that we have. So it's just a matter of putting everything together and kind of a few breaks here and there. NFL season officially coming to an end. It was fun. It was a great one. This is I paid a little bit more attention this year because I had my Cowboys Instagram page. I've paid attention to this season a little more than I have here recently, so it was a lot of fun. Seeing all the games, there was a lot of great talent, and I'm excited for next year. I'm sure all you guys are excited for next year. My guy Isaac, he's a Saints fan. They're coming back for redemption.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers, what's he going to do? My boy Eric, he wants to know. Dallas Cowboys got a bright future. Even my boy Abby Sides got bright hopes. If they get Antonio Brown over in San Francisco, man, they got a shot at making some noise. So, yeah, man, appreciate Eric, Abby, my boy Isaac. We appreciate y'all being here. We're going to keep doing some stuff like this. Let me know down in the comment section who you think is going to win the Super Bowl next year. And if you think that Tom Brady is the GOAT, leave a like button, even if you hate Tom Brady, all right? Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check us out on Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. We appreciate y'all being here. So you keep it right here.